We have discussed about the array-based implementation of the disjoint set data structure. We have seen that the union operation takes much time, so we can improve it. In this video, we will see the tree-based implementation of the disjoint set data structure. So let's start. To improve this version, it's clear that we need to improve the union operation. So if we follow this approach, when we perform the union operation between two sets, we change the parent or the representative of all elements of this set. So we need to improve this matter. So now we will use a tree-based representation where every set will be represented as a tree. If 1, 3 and 5 represent a set where 5 is the representative, we can write it as 1, 5, 3, and there will be connections among the elements, and root will serve as the representative of this set. So the parent of 5 will be 5 itself. For example, if we want to perform an union operation like 3, 7, now we will not change all other elements. We will add node 7 in this tree. So we will add 7 in this tree. So the operations will be performed between 3 and 7. When we need to find the representative of 7, we will follow the parent pointer. And following the parent pointer, we will finally reach to the root node 5 and we will find the representative 5. So initially every set consists of single element. So every node will perform as the representative of the corresponding set. So initially the parent array is same as the previous approach. So let us perform the find operation. We know that the find operation finds the representative of the set, and now root is the representative of the set. We are given with two different sets, set 3, 4 and 5, and 3 is the representative, so this is the root. Similarly, for the other set, there are two elements, 6 and 7. So the parent of 7 is 6 and 6 is the root, so it will point itself, and 6 is the representative. So if we need to find the representative of 5, then we need to go to the parent and then check if it is the root. Since 4 is not root, we will go to its parent and we see that 3 is the root, so it will be the representative of 5. So the parent of 5 is 4, the parent of 4 is 3, and parent of 3 is 3 itself, parent of 7 is 6, and the parent of 6 is 6 itself, and all other sets are single element sets. So we can write the indices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we look for the representative of 5, then we see that the parent of 5 is 4, the parent of 4 is 3, and the parent of 3 is 3. So this is the root node. So the pseudocode for find is something like this. Find the representative of node. So while the node is not same as the parent node, it is not the root node. So until we find the root node, we just move to the parent node. So the node becomes the parent node. We move to the parent node of this node. So from 5 we move to 4 and we check if it's the root node. And this process is repeated until we find the root node. Once we find the root node, we will return the root node. So return node. So if we use this approach, then the union operation will be faster. We will see quickly. We just add a node to the corresponding tree. So a single operation is performed, but the find operation takes big of n. Because in the worst case, we may need to traverse through the n connections, so the complexity will be big of n. So in the worst case, we may get a tree like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 is the root of this tree. So to find the representative of n, we need to traverse through all the n edges, so the complexity will be n. For this approach, the union operation is very easy. We just connect one node as the child of other node. So while performing the union operation between I and j, if we make j as the child node of I, then they will become the member of the same set, and they will be the nodes of the same tree. So initially every set consists of single element, and the parent or the set representatives are same as the indices. So let's perform the union operations. So if we want to perform the union operation between 4 and 5, then we can make 4 as the parent of 5. So we can make 4 as the parent of 5, and 4 will be the representative of this set. We can also make 5 as the parent and representative, and 4 as the child of 5. Both operations are possible. Next, if we consider union 6, 7, then we can make 6 as the representative and 7 as the child node of 6. Then to perform union 4, 6, so 6 will be the child node of 4. So the corresponding array operations are very simple. So to perform union 4, 5, we have changed the parent of 5. So the parent of 5 will be changed to 4. Similarly, for union operation 6, 7, we have changed the parent of 7. So parent of 7 will be 6. And similarly, to perform the operation union 4, 6, we have changed the parent of 6. So parent of 6 will be changed to 4. And all other array elements will be unchanged. So the union operation is very easy. The pseudocode can be something like this: union ij. We just make a single operation. We just change the parent of the corresponding element. For example, to perform the operation union 4, 5, we have changed the parent of 5 to 4. So we can write something like the parent of j will be changed to I. The complexity will be big O of 1. So this approach provides us with an improved union operation with complexity of big O of 1, but the complexity of the corresponding find operation has become big O of n. For n minus 1 unions, we still need big O of n square total time.